Ah, so itchy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Hope everyone is doing good. My first video of 2018, and of course it had to be a skin update. Today that I'm filming, the 6th of January, marks 2 months for me, 2 months into this topical steroid withdrawal journey that you all follow me on. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about what's been happening. Am I in focus? In my last update video, I was only at month 1 and I said I was getting better. By the end of month 2 now, I've definitely got worse and then got better again. I'll insert a video of how my skin looked right before I started this video, right as I come out of the bath. I'm still quite blotchy here, both my cheeks and my top lip. So it's literally my A zone, if you would say. Some people show symptoms straight away. Others, like me, show them a bit slower. Like, I didn't get the red skin on my face until after month 1. Whereas some people stop the creams on day 1 and start going red immediately. I don't think I have it as bad as most people, but that still doesn't mean that it does not get me down, because the places that I'm getting it are visible to everyone. It's my face and my neck. I don't have any other symptoms anywhere on my body. The rashes that I mentioned that were on my inner thighs are pretty much non-existent. It literally came up the week that I stopped using the creams and disappeared probably within 3-4 weeks. And every day I am checking to see if I have these red sleeves because I'm expecting it to happen. My skin on my arms is fine. I only have like a rash on the inside of my arms and it is quite itchy today. Ah, so itchy. Yeah, I don't have red sleeves and I haven't had any rash that has spread. I've got nothing. I am grateful for that, but I mean, if it happens, it's gonna happen. From my chest down, I have no issues with my skin, my eczema, and I can get out of the bath and not put anything on my body. And I find that so weird because back in the day I would spend a good 5-10 minutes after every shower putting on moisturizer, and now I don't have to. I had a shower probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago, and this is my skin without using anything. This is not bad for not having to put cream on it. I mean, this is bloody good. Only place that I really scratch is my neck, and it causes my neck to swell. What I'm going to do, I'm going to insert 2 clips from my old videos, and you can see the difference in my face, especially my lower face, how swollen it became when I stopped the steroid creams. Now, I think now my face has kind of gone back to normal, but there are days when my lower half does swell up. I used to tell people, I feel really swollen. They're like, no, I don't really see it, but I see my face every day in the mirror and I know. I'm like, why can I not contour my cheekbones anymore? It's because I didn't have any. Nor did I have a jawline. It was just this big... I've been off work since the 19th of December for Christmas, and I was supposed to go back on the 3rd. So that was like 2 and a bit weeks off. In those 2 and a bit weeks, I think I only put on makeup like 3-4 times. Which is a lot for me because normally I wear makeup every single day. I know I wore makeup for Christmas Day, Boxing Day and New Year's Day. So those are the 3 times that I definitely remember. Boxing Day, which is the day that I filmed my makeup video, everyone could see how red my skin was. I was dealing with a lot of weeping. Even from places where there were no cuts. The weep was just seeping through my pores almost. I was meant to go back to work on the 3rd of January. I got there. And do you know what? All through the Christmas holiday, I could see my skin getting progressively worse and worse and worse. And then after Christmas had finished, I just kept thinking about work. And thinking about it made me feel so anxious. Just thinking, I have to go into work and I have to find a way to cover this. And I have to function. Because the whole time, the whole 2 weeks I was off, I didn't really do anything. And I loved the fact that I didn't have to go anywhere. If I wanted to stay at home and stay in bed, I could. I had that choice. I tried to go to work. I went, and it's bad because people tell you, oh my God, you look so well. Hearing those words and feeling how I'm feeling, it doesn't correlate, and it's so conflicting because that's all everyone says. I know they say it to be nice, and they go, you're doing so well, you're so brave, and I'm not. I'm literally doing this because I have to. I dread every morning when I wake up because I don't know what I'm going to see. You're seeing me after I've scrubbed up, after I've polished myself up, and I've put on my face for the day, and I've put my smile on, and you're all saying you're doing so well, and it's like, not really. Like, I'll be honest, no. I'm doing okay. I'm not doing well. It's like I'm still having a hard time accepting that this is what I look like right now, or that I can't just go out and enjoy myself. I've got to think ahead, like, how long can I be out for before this starts to hurting? What stuff do I need to bring out with me? There's no bravery in taking each day as it comes. I'm not fighting this head on. I'm literally letting it do what it needs to do to me. It's flattering to think that what I'm doing is brave, but like, I'm literally terrified because there's no end point, and I've got to find a way to like just deal with it. That's exactly what this is. I'm not brave. I'm just dealing with it, and at times I'm having a shitty time. I'm having a crap time, and that day when I went back to work, I was really swollen. For the last week or so, every morning when I wake up, my eyes are swollen. My eyes are not red. They're not irritated. There is just fluid building up in my eyelids. I have 2 eyelid creases because it is that swollen, and it's very uncomfortable. And that is why when I went to work that day, I was just so uncomfortable. That teamed with swelling, being tired, the dryness of your skin. There is nothing worse than having swollen and dry skin. It feels like your skin cannot stretch any further. Every time I was blinking, it just felt such a struggle to blink. And so basically I got sent home, and I just haven't been in because my eyes are swelling every morning. Like, I feel happy looking at the camera and seeing myself like this, because for the past 2-3 weeks I've just been a tomato. So I get weeping along here. Would you call these my cheekbones? My cheekbones, between my brows and my top lip. It literally feels like grains of sand on my face. So I'll be out and I'll touch my top lip, and I can feel these, well, they started off as droplets of ooze, but then they dry. So it feels like grains of sand sitting on my top lip. And along here, literally I feel like sandpaper or a nail file. That's exactly what it feels like. And I can rub these little grains, I'll call them grains, off my face, and within 10 minutes there'll be more. I don't know why it happens, and it's the worst for me. I will deal with the dryness. I will take that any day over the weeping. Any day. I have slowed down on washing my face. Sometimes I feel like the action of water, just any water, plain tap water on my face, makes me go, first off, bright red. And once I've washed my face, meaning I've washed off all of the dried ooze, it just creates more weeping. So I stop washing my face like every day, and instead I use a cotton pad and that recovery oil. This is a zinc cream from Boots. I think this only costs like $1.59, and people tell me to put this on when you're weeping. That's great. It does work. It soothes. This stuff does not sting, thank God. The only problem is, when I put it on, let's say my top lip, for example, and it's weeping, the aim of it is to dry up the weep. What tends to happen is the weep comes through the cream, and when I touch my lip, it literally feels like slime. And it makes me feel sick. Your face can feel greasy and it can feel moisturized, but when it feels slimy, no. Can't deal with that slimy feeling. When my skin is really, really inflamed and red, what I found has helped me is dead sea salt baths. I've bought a kilo off of eBay. It's like £4. What I do, I run myself a bath, make it quite deep, make it really hot. I know they say you shouldn't have hot baths, but you know what? It feels so good. And anything that brings me comfort, I'm going to do it, regardless if you tell me if it's wrong or not. I don't even measure it. I just dunk some salt in the bath, wait for it to dissolve. Like I've said, the only place I'm suffering is neck and face. I literally turn over in the bath and just like put my face in the water and hold my breath, And I do that for like a minute at a time. So I come back up and put it back in, and I keep doing that. I do that until I feel like I've had a long enough bath. If it was any part of my body, obviously it's very easy to soak your arms in a bath, but it's my face, so I have to just face plant in the water. And what that does is it kind of dries out all the skin, and then in turn it makes the skin peel. And sometimes when the skin peels, it's such a relief on the tightness, because when it's not peeling, it literally feels like it wants to rip. So once it's dried out, it seems to peel, and I feel so much better. And again, Aquaphor really does soften like flaky skin to the point where if you put it on and leave it for about 20 minutes, you can get a flannel and just gently, very gently rub, and some of the skin flakes will come off. And that is what I do to relieve my flaky skin. Probably around week 5 and 6 is I have been sweating a lot. Me, generally, I sleep with nothing on. That's just how I sleep. And this one night in particular, I woke up in a sweat. So I thought I must have been dreaming or having a nightmare. And then I sat up in bed and my whole back was like drenched. It was like wet. So I got up, turned on the light and looked at my bed, and there was a wet patch in there. And it was only my upper body that was sweating, but I had been laying on my back and there was a definite triangle shape on my sheets. And it was so damp, I had to get a towel from the bathroom, lay it down and go back to sleep. So I thought that night, okay, it was a dream that I must have been having, and that's why I was sweating. But then it happened the next night and the night after that, and it happened for about a week. And considering that this is December in London, I can definitely tell you it wasn't the weather. Now, 8 weeks in, it's not happening as much sometimes, but nowhere near like that week. So another thing that I've experienced is insomnia. And it's really sad because I really love sleep. I look forward to going to bed at night. I love sleep. I couldn't like switch off, and I couldn't doze off for longer than hours at a time. Most of December there was a lot of not sleeping or having very broken sleep. It didn't matter what position I got in, or if, like, you know, when you flip the pillow to get the cool side and fall asleep, and I'd sit there and I could hear birds, little things like that. You can hear birds outside, you can hear cars going past, and you're like, why am I hearing all this? I should be asleep. And I just couldn't sleep. And I took full advantage of all those days where I didn't have to wake up early. I took full advantage to just lay in. But it doesn't matter how much I sleep, by like 10 o'clock, I am exhausted and I just want to sleep. I find it very hard to stay awake. I'm literally always tired. But every now and again, I get a night where I can't sleep, and that really ticks me off the next morning. I get really, really annoyed. Hair loss. I've lost a bit of eyebrow. Do you know what? I can't really complain because I'm a girl. I can use makeup to cover it. But I mean, both my eyebrows are receding this way. I've seen a lot of people have hair loss. Sometimes the hair falls out without any eczema at all. They just start thinning. Before this, my journey was about my hair. My goal was to have better, healthier hair, and I did that. Evidently, from where I started, I've done that. Hopefully 3 years from now, I can make a video showing how far I've come with my skin and how much better my health is, my skin is, and my outlook on life is, just because I stopped those creams. However, if this journey takes away progress that I made with my hair journey, I will be very upset. But like I've shown you, hair grows and it comes back. So, but with these videos, I'm not doing them for myself. I could easily just sit in bed and just count the days until I heal. But I think the problem that I found is that being someone of darker skin, there were barely any females out there that had darker skin like I did. I've only spoken to, I think, 2 or 3 other girls that are going through this TSW, and they are of my complexion. I started a YouTube channel this year. I never knew it would go in this direction. Not a clue. Ironically, picking up the camera for my hair has placed me in a position where I can help someone going through TSW. I don't think there's that many people documenting their skin right now, because some people just want to hide. And most days, yeah, I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to see anyone. So I don't blame anyone for not wanting to document their journey. I started so I might as well continue for as long as this happens. But I think I found my niche on YouTube, I guess, and it's what people want to see, so that is what I'm going to give them. The TSW community in general, that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, whatever, they are so supportive. I have never met, well, that's the truth, I've never even met these people, and they are so nice. Everyone is so nice. I understand why people try to find others going through the same thing, because you can understand. If you're not going through this, as bad as it sounds, you just don't get it, and you will never understand it. You will never get it until it happens to you. I'm glad that I found all these people on Instagram, especially. Most of them are female. Maybe only the females are showing what they're going through. Maybe men don't want to show as much. So it seems like a lot more women are going through this than men. I've had people message me when I started. Obviously we've had a little bit of chat, and then like a month later they'll message me and they're like, how you doing now? And it's like, wow, you actually remembered me. Like, you're checking up on me. It's really sweet. Like, without that there, I don't know where I'd be, because I feel like I can't talk to no one about it because no one else is going through what I'm going through. But these people understand. It's just an amazing community, and I've said it before, I'm so glad to be a part of it. As ironic as that sounds, I'm so glad to be a part of the TSW community, or the eczema community, whichever one you want to put me in. Never met such supportive people in my life, ever. Strangers, they're complete strangers, and they are so nice. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and next month I will again do another update, so expect that video the beginning of February, where I reached 3 months. Whew, 3 months is going by so quickly, and I'll catch you in the next video.